What's up YouTube, we're back again. We're going to be deleting the rear wiper on the A3 today as I promised. Hopefully we can do this before it rains and Lara pisses herself laughing. Right, there's nothing to it but to do it, so let's get into this. Sorted, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so obviously the first thing we've got to do is take off the wiper arm. How we're going to do this: take this little cover off, take off the washer jet nozzle. Now we have to get this nut off. I'm not sure what size it is, so we're going to go try find a socket. Ben, yes. If you want to grab the WD-40, because I can tell this is going to be a dick, and I'll go and try and find the socket we need to get this off.
What are you doing here? It's to loosen up the nut, isn't it? So we can take it off.
In case the nut is stuck, yeah.
Yeah.
It loosens it up. It breaks up all the gig and guck underneath it.
Right, I'm going to leave that for the time being. Just let WD-40 kind of soak in and do its work, penetrate into the thread. We're going to work on getting this trim off, because obviously we're going to need to take this out to get at the motor to remove that anyway. So we're going to do this now. What you need to do is remove this warning triangle from in here. Right, remove that. And inside here, if you can see, if the camera will focus, there should be some T20, I think they are, T20 bolts in there, which we're going to remove, and then we should be able to just pop this out. Right, okay, this is another reason why I needed Ben here today again. So we should just be able to pull down on these handles on both sides at the same time, just so it's equal pressure, and it should pop off. If it doesn't, we have a full accompaniment of trim tools to try and pry it off. Because if you guys remember from when I did this on the A4, it was horrendous. Like it took me so long, and I had like 4 or 5 different people helping me trying to like unclip it or clip it back in. So we have trim tools now. If you guys want the same trim tool set that I have, there'll be a link in the description to where I got them from, so go and check that out. But as for now, me and Ben are going to try and pull down on this, and it should pop out. Okay, so we have it out. Nice load of sound deadening here. There wasn't that much in the A4, I don't think, so that's good to know. If you break any of the clips while you're doing this and they're stuck in there, then just use the trim tools to pull them out and pop them back in to this.
Bosh!
Right. Now, we have access to the wiper motor and all the accompanying. I'm gonna guess, I've guessed again, 8mm. We have 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3, or nuts to undo, so we'll see if I'm right. I'm not. 9 maybe, do we think? 8 doesn't fit, so we'll go for a 9, and I'll bring a 10 just in case as well.
I wanted to get a video of him walking back out.
Sorted.
Can you do that again?
Sorry, I've got to do that again, Laura's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, bye.
Right, I have a 9 and a 10. So we'll see which one. What's this one? That's the 9. Yeah, not big enough. 10. Bang. Right. 10mm. And before I back them off the whole way, we have to disconnect the power, and we have to disconnect the water jet line hose jet. There's just this little black clip here which you can loosen off and it will just pull off, and then we just need to disconnect the power to this from the main harness. So it should just be a clip, and it should just pull out like so. Now if we get these nuts off, 1, 2, 3, this should come out. However, this is still not wanting to play ball. Mother.
So what I did was, instead of prying up and off, I pried in and forced it in towards the boot of the car.
Okay.
So then I pried it off and it came loose then. And there's the motor sitting in the boot. So there you go.
Ta-da!
Nice.
Right, so now that Ben managed to get the wiper arm off and the wiper motor fell out into the boot, which is good, we now just have obviously these wires hanging loose. So what I'm going to do is, this is the Wipers Elite kit from KillAllWipers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up and I'm just going to secure the wiring there for the motor out of the way. Going to put it in this bag just to seal it so that no water can ingress into it should we want to put it back to factory at any point. They even supply you with mini zip ties, which is pretty cool, but I have a big beefy one here anyway. Okay, so what we did is we used one of the small zip ties supplied by KillAllWipers just to seal this connector into the bag that the kit came in, and then I've grabbed another zip tie from my toolbox and we've just zip tied this back up onto the main wiring harness just so it's not flapping about inside the boot trim when we put it back on and making noise. So that's secured out the way now. What we're going to do now is we're going to clean this out. We've already removed the rubber bung that was around this hole. You just literally can just pull that out. Now we're just going to give this a good clean the windshield down, and then we can move on with installing the delete kit. Right, so what we want to do first is just do a dry fit test. So I'm just going to put this into the hole.
That's what she said.
With the Reaper logo on the inside, like this, and just double check that they have sent me the right kit. That looks flush to you guys, yeah?
Yep.
Right, okay, so we have the right kit. So what we're now going to do is obviously crack the sealant around the edge of this, and then we're going to get a bit of tape, which Ben has, and we're going to tape this on from the inside with the sealant on. As you guys just saw, Ben gave the rear window a good clean on both the outside and the inside, just so it has a nice clean surface to adhere to. So we're going to pierce this here now, stick the old nozzle on. Now, as you can see, there is a bit of excess sealant coming out. So if we just get our microfiber again, the same one we used earlier to clean with, and I'm just going to kind of wipe round the excess that's on the top. Obviously we're going to clean this after it's set anyway. And there we go. Now all we have to do, leave that to set for, I don't know, maybe about an hour or so, and then we can come back, peel off the film, and it'll be job done. Okay, so it's been about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, I have no idea, we've just been watching YouTube. We're going to pop this. It looks like it's sealed. The full kind of edge is now filled in with sealant. Sealant kind of expands as it dries, so that's good. Now all we're going to do is pop this. We're going to take the tape off the top and hopefully put the boot trim in, and everything's going to be good. Right, so just going to peel the tape back. There's a little bit of sealant which is kind of leaked out over the edge here, but it's okay, it's on the inside. The boot trim's going to kind of almost cover it anyway. You can see there it's dried on the tape, so that's alright. Now we just need to try and get the trim back in the boot, which is going to be interesting. Say what we're going to need to do is try and get the back clips in first, wherever they came out from. Where we learned this up to.
You lined up?
That's it there, yeah. Whoa, 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 we're on the wrong side of it. Now, it's a learning experience for us all. That's not right. So,
this should be on the back of this.
As we've just learned, like idiots, we're going to have to unclip this now, make sure this is lined up behind the boot latch first, and then clip it in.
Oh.
Yeah,
there's some
middle, yeah.
groove there in the middle, on the inside, yeah. Way better.
There we go. Put these little side flaps back on. we just need to reinstall the T20 screws in there. Trusty power tools. Labour saving device. And luckily these holes are actually lining up, which definitely didn't happen with the A4. I think there was more clips maybe on the boot trim on the A4, but this is actually a very easy job. Warning triangle, back in, clip that in, clip this up. Now what we can do is peel this. In theory, I just said that again. I'm sorry. Lara has a thing now with me saying in theory, and I didn't realise how much I said it until she told me that I said it, and now I'm going to be paranoid now for the rest of my life about saying in theory. Now, we're just going to give the window a final clean, and I'll show you what the final results look like. And there we have it. This is what it looks like with the wiper deleted. I'm really happy with how flush this is. The sealant is pretty flush also up to the top of the kit. It just looks much better, much cleaner, and the wiper was doing my head in. Every time I put the car in reverse, I know I probably could have coded this out, but it was easier just to delete the thing. Every time I put the car in reverse, the wiper would go, and then like you get wiper marks in the middle of the window and it just looks bad. At least if it's dirty, it's all equally dirty. Do you know what I mean? And then you don't notice it as much. But that's it, guys. Next video, we're definitely going to be doing the intake. I'm going to get that ordered. It should be here within a couple of weeks, I'd say. So be on the lookout for that video. I might get Ben down to help again if he's up for it. Lara will probably end up filming again. She's becoming the resident camera woman of the Life of Will channel. So that should be interesting. Ben's just cleaning the rest of my car for me. I'm definitely having him back if he's going to keep doing that. I almost forgot, we have our KillAllWipers air freshener here, so we're going to go ahead and install that before we close this video out. I don't know why this seems becoming a thing where I buy car parts and get air fresheners, but this is the first time I actually, at the end of that other video, I never even looked at what the inside of the sun strip looks like. Looks awesome. If you did enjoy this video and it helped you remove the wiper on your own A3, then please drop the video a like, consider subscribing as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
See this? I can't see where I'm pointing. See this? Oh. So that's it. Video's over. I'm after breaking my bollocks cleaning his car, Will's car. And yeah. So on to the next one. Bosh.